Well. There's a lot of political turmoil going on, a lot of strife, both sides, all sides, trying to get rid of the bad guy on the other side. They're all the aggrieved victims of the other side. The left is picked on by the right and vice versa. You know what I know? I know that if there was no strife and no turmoil, both sides would still hate on the weakest members of society, which are the homeless. If this was such a fucking easy to solve case, they're drug addicted and they're mentally ill, well, then if that's the case, then we have a fucking pandemic. But they can't, if they're drug addicted, how are people that are homeless getting those drugs? Oh, wait! Other people are giving it to them. And if they're all mentally ill, how do they manage to elude authorities for so long? Because generally crazy people are running naked in the streets, or they're not giving a fuck whether they get arrested. So I'm really disenfranchised on the whole America thing to begin with. I don't want to live in communist China, but I also don't want the way it was. What I would like is for America to pull its fucking ass out of its head out of its ass and do something about real problems. Fuck your wokeness. Fuck your pronouns. Fuck all that bullshit. Go back. Go to work. Give some work. Get rid of the fucking. And if you spread money around, if we would stop giving money to the Ukraine, who I honestly don't give a fuck if they get wiped off the map. Fuck Ukraine. What does an average American care about them? They don't care about us. You don't see them sending loaves of bread in a good time. Honey, let me just fucking finish. But the other part of it is that there's all this, what do they call that? This politicking that's going on both sides. The fact that everybody is rallying behind making laws against people sleeping in places. Let me see. If a person is too fucking broke to keep their own place, they probably don't have enough money to leave the state. Both Tracy and myself, we'd love to get the fuck out of here. Where should we go? Oh, we tried to go north because that was... But then you go into Oregon or Washington. Sorry, too commie for me. Nevada, same thing. But when you go to head east from Southern California, you go over some mountains, and then you go across one of the most formidable deserts known in all of the world. That's why it's the American Southwest. But if you're on foot or you're fucking hitching, you're hating life. Getting over to where, so from Yucaipa to, I don't know, Dallas, there's some of the hottest areas, hottest regions ever. Well, let's go ahead and have all those people, we'll just see bodies laying by the side because they just got to get out of our state. Well, what state is going to welcome people? None. How are you supposed to move? So that we could get out of the offended Los Angelians, LAlians, fucking, they don't want to see the tents. Well, fuck them. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who wants to see what. You're offended? You know what I'm offended for? I'm a vet. I've worked most of my life. And when we had our house stolen from us, we got jammed out on the street. Every fucking person from our family and friends has betrayed us, turned on us, conspired against us, got me in trouble. I've been arrested like 3 or 4 times for nothing. Wait, one was obstruction of a shopping cart investigation. where they came in with 8 cars and 20 cops and a bunch of guns. One was for absolutely nothing. I was working on the van, had no warrants, no nothing. Oh, we mistook you for 25 fucking days with no arraignment, no nothing. So you expect people that you have disenfranchised and thrown out onto the streets, you fucking basically thrown homeless people away. You should have killed them. You should have killed us. Because all you've done is you've made some psychos out of them. You made some drug addicts. Here's the truth. If you're a fucking person, or even 2 people, and you're on the street, where are you gonna sleep securely at night? Nowhere. So you need to stay awake, because other creepies are gonna fucking creep on you and hurt you. That's why people are doing drugs. And then you need some kind of fucking something to kill the feelings of how come you've become this pariah in society just because you lost out on some money. Because the fact that I couldn't manage to make a fucking ends meet in Southern California, I worked my fucking ass off. I never got repeat referral business, none of it, because they don't like my direct personality and the way I look. It's all about image in Los Angeles, and if you don't look like a fucking cool dude, fuck you. And all these people that are posing as 12-step fucking paragons, well, it turns out that there's too much fucking evidence that pretty much everybody in Hollywood's a piece of shit. If you weren't a fucking kid fucking pedo, then you definitely knew that there were some people around you that were. And if you turned a blind eye to that shit, then you're just as fucking guilty. Pretty much that's the same reasoning that was used on me every time I got locked up. So why the fuck aren't they? We look to those people, those are the ones that are going to tell you that you should take a vaccine. That's turning out to be exact. And we didn't know. Yes, you fucking did. We are living on the streets, and we knew. How the fuck with you living in a fucking house with your little Wi-Fi shit? How could you not know? If you're just stuck on watching CNN or listening to some fucking bullshit. I even like Rogan. I know Joe. But still, he gets on pieces of shit in his fucking show, and everybody thinks, he's a god. He's just a fucking dude. That's all it is. He's a dude that says what he thinks. But he says what he thinks. Everybody else is a parrot. I'm so fucking pissed. This double standard hypocrisy in the United States, because it's never applied equally. It's only if you get in one side, it's all a retaliation against the other, and then back and forth, and they never hold anybody accountable. Why would anybody think that the Bidens were going to be pristine when he's a scumbag? Nancy Pelosi, why aren't they fucking arresting that bitch? She didn't do insider trading. She didn't come. She had $15 million when she started. Now she's got 385. So tell me that was all on salary. Fuck that. There's nothing about the political system that helps anybody that's homeless. Why don't you guys pull out of your fucking bullshit and start helping people? Bill Gates, another guy that I've met, a piece of shit. If that guy, instead of like killing people and having the whole world hate him, if he took his money and started helping one person after the other, everybody that met him would adore him, and he would be the most popular person in the world and feel loved everywhere. How are you going to beat that feeling? Because no matter who you are, time marches on, you get older. His transhumanist bullshit, they're not going to upload into a fucking internet. They're just going to be old baggy sags vampire shit like George Soros. All the money in the world, and these people got to fuck with other people. And who do they fuck with? The weaker ones. That's bully ass shit. I've always hated bullies. I've always been that fucking champion of the underdog, anti-bully. You know, I'm 63, I've had a heart attack. If somebody wants to fucking come pick on somebody, come pick on me, motherfuckers.